How's it going, guys? How are you? It's Ian here from Law No Beer Reviews and the NA Happy Hour podcast. So this week, myself and the lads are just going to do some video reviews. So we're going to pick different beers from around the world. So I said I'd pick Europe. So I'm going to go with Lervig No Worries IPA. It's probably one of my favourite beers. And it's from Lervig Brewery in Norway. I'm going to go with Mikkeller from Denmark, and this is their Drinking in the Sun. It's an American wheat ale, and it's great for this time of year. And of course, it wouldn't be right to do this and not have a beer from Ireland. So we're going with Moonlight non-alcoholic hoppy ale from Wicklow Wolf here in Ireland. So yeah, I think we'll start with the Wicklow Wolf. So, this is a really nice beer, and what's cool about it is that they launched in January this year. They kind of launched two side products of it, which was Starlight, which was a grapefruit one, which I never got to try, and Limelight, which was a lime one. I was lucky enough to try it, and it was nice, you know. Very, if I remember correctly, it was very citrusy and stuff like that. But I was always raging I never got to try the Starlight because it's very I'm a big fan of grapefruit, you know. So just another wee drop. So we have a lovely golden body on it, and a thin head. Seems to last. Yeah, it seems to cling to the glass very well as well. We have a very fresh kind of citrus aroma, and you can smell some hops too. It's very, very impressive overall. Aroma was very enticing. That's nice. It's as the name would suggest, it is quite hoppy, and it's not a million miles away from the aroma. There's a sweetness in there too. So that's great, and it's a citrusy kind of sweetness, very fresh and refreshing. It kind of has a light mouthfeel. Yeah, and it's good. It's really good. It hasn't got much of an aftertaste. I mean, it fades very quickly, but other than that, it's good. Very light carbonation as well. So yeah, if I was to rate it out of 5, I'd say 3 out of 5. So cheers, guys.
Hey everyone, so this is non-alcoholic guy, aka Tyler Barker. This is my first recording of a review for the NA Happy Hour for this week's podcast. So today I'm going to do a review on Bravus Brewing's White Ale. So yeah, I've never heard of this. I've honestly not heard anyone talk about it before, or let alone know anyone who's tried it. So let's see how it is. To be honest, I don't know anyone who has a shittier pour game than me. I mean, this is about, wow. Here we go. That looks really good. Look at the head on that beer. We even got a little haziness in there. So, it's supposed to smell like orange and taste like orange. So far, I mean, I smell a lot of orange, which is good and consistent. Let's see what it tastes like. It's really good. It's very elegant and refreshing. A lot of orange notes. It tastes very orangey. Just like malt and orange is kind of what you get. It's not very strong. It's very refreshing. I would love to drink this throughout the summertime, so this beer would be perfect for right now. In general, I think it kind of ranks up with my favorite beer of Bravus Brewing, their Oatmeal Stout. I really love their Oatmeal Stout, but this is definitely ranking up there. But those are just two beers, just can't really compare them. Just completely different. But all in all, everyone, for being my first review for this series, I don't know what's gonna beat this that I have in order. Why is it going in and out? My ear pods. I don't know why it does that. But Chris, you're gonna edit that, please. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna beat this that I have lined up for these reviews. This is really impressive. On to the next one. Cheers.
How's it going, guys? So for the second part of the review, we'll jump into it and we'll go with Lervig's No Worries IPA. You probably heard me talk on the podcast about this before. I'm a big fan of this IPA. It's really, really cool and really refreshing. Jesus, it'd help if I could open it. Oh. They've actually just this week gone by, so they have a grapefruit one on the market as well as the original one here. And they also have just this week launched a pineapple flavored one. So I'll be eager to try that, no doubt. So here we are. Sorry about that background noise, guys. It's just somebody letting off fireworks. We've kind of a hazy body, a very thick head. Yeah, it's really hazy actually. You can't see through it at all. Yeah, so have a smell. There's not much hoppiness in the aroma. You can kind of smell a sweetness to it, but yeah, really, from what I remember from trying this, it really does. The aroma isn't really there, but definitely the taste definitely makes up for it. So it's really refreshing and crisp, and yeah, it hits the spot. It's crisp, it's refreshing, light, kind of lightly hoppy. Yeah, there's some fruitiness there too. It's a little bit thin in the body, is the only thing I'd say about it, but overall, flawless, and I can't knock it. And as I said, I tried the grapefruit one a few weeks ago. That was really cool. That was really nice. It was, the thing about the grapefruit was the grapefruit faded very quickly. That was my only complaint, and I'd be eager to try the pineapple one because I just think it's definitely a really creative way of. I've never tried a pineapple in a beer, so no doubt I'll be eager to try it. So cheers, guys.
Hello everyone, non-alcoholic guy here. So this is my second review for the review series for the NA Happy Hour. And today I'm gonna do a review on, it's hard to see it. It's a Groovy's Prosecco. So Groovy's out of Colorado, Denver, Colorado. This is a completely alcohol-free beverage. It's made out of Chardonnay grapes, which is beautiful. Calorie content, only 50 calories. 0 milligrams of sodium, 0 grams of fat, 30 milligrams of potassium, 13 grams of carbs, 11 grams of sugar, and 0 grams of protein. So I've had this before, and I'm just going to save my opinion in a second, but let's just say I kind of like it. Cool. Got it open? It does smell like Chardonnay. It's very sweet, which makes sense because, you know, there's 11 grams of sugar in here. It's pretty bubbly, as you can see. Let's get after it. I got my unique Bachelorette Bash glass. I believe this is my sister's, so. Ooh, that noise. It's a good pour. Got a lot of bubbles here. The carbonation, very clear. Light green / blue coloring to it, just like a normal Prosecco would be. Let's give it a sniff. I guess I already smell it, so I guess we're good with that. Honestly, yeah, so I'm a huge fan of this product. Huge fan. I think up front, like right on the tip of the tongue, the mouthfeel is pretty acidic because of the carbonation, but since it's not fermented, it's completely alcohol free. It's pretty sugary in general, but Prosecco, I guess, can be sweet or dry, but it's definitely very sweet. But The carbonation really helps and gives it that little bite up front. But yeah, I get a little bit of some melon notes to it. But yeah, the smell is probably my favorite part of it, honestly. It smells very, very much so like a Chardonnay. And a little bit like a Prosecco as well. But all in out, this is great. I always love drinking this right here, and I'm happy that's completely alcohol free. 0% ABV, not non-alcoholic, which is less than 0.5%. So, cheers everyone. Keep signing one on, and looking forward to my third review. Peace.
How's it going, guys? So we're just back now with the final review from Europe today. And as I said, we're going to go with Mikkeller from Denmark, and this is their Drink in the Sun beer. So this is another really cool beer. In general, Mikkeller really do really cool non-alcoholic stuff. So they've like a winter version of this called Drink in the Snow, and it's quite kind of, I don't want to say wintry, if that makes sense, but it's very like, what's the word? It's quite enjoyable for the winter. It's kind of has like a dried fruit kind of taste to it. It almost reminds you of Christmas. So that's really good. So this is again another one of my favorite beers. I find this is one of those beers that always puts me in good humor because it always reminds me of summer for some reason. So we'll just give it another light gold, almost an orangey kind of colour. A very thin head. A very fresh smell. On top of the hoppy, it's like more of a fruity smell, and there's like a malty undertone, like a kind of breadiness to it. Very fresh fruit, like yeah, like peach maybe, or even pineapple. That's good. And again, it's just kind of fresh. There's a little bit of hops in it, and that kind of fruitiness comes through. And it's a light kind of bodied beer, and yeah, in general, it's really good. It's a sort of beer you'd sit on and have on a summer's day. So I recently put a post on Instagram, and it was basically, I just spent the day cycling around Dublin. We had really good weather, and I stopped out in Dunleary, which is like a seaside town in Dublin, and the sun was beaming, and had one of these and sitting in the grass, and it was just my version of paradise. So yeah, in general though, I'd recommend Mikkeller. They've a few different ones. They've Henrietta Science is another great beer from Mikkeller. Then they've Weird Weather. I never tried Weird Weather, but from what I've read online, they've some great reviews. And then they've done a kind of a fruity series where they had like a Flemish style beers. One of them was blueberry, one of them was raspberry. The blueberry one was very interesting. It had like a smoothie kind of texture to it, and a very kind of, I don't know, it was kind of a sickly kind of blueberry taste. But the raspberry one was nice. It was like a raspberry sour. It's really good. And I believe they've a lime one as well. So yeah, I'd highly recommend checking them out. And their can design and bottle design are always very, very cool and interesting. So yeah. So that's kind of wraps up the 3 reviews from Europe, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Cheers.
Hey, non-alcoholic guy here. So today is my last review of the NA Happy Hour review series. And I got a special brew, which doesn't really fit for this time of year, but it's their All Out, Athletic Brewing's All Out Extra Dark beer. So yeah, this is a seasonal beer. They usually only make this during the winter. I've had this for a little while, so hopefully it's still good. I've yet to try it. I've never had this beer before, and I'm pretty excited for it. So the calorie content, ooh, whoa, excusez-moi. It's 100 calories. 16 grams of carbs, 0 grams of protein, and 0 grams of fat. So this is a non-alcoholic beer, not alcohol-free. So non-alcoholic, which is all of Athletic Brewing's beer, is less than 0.5% ABV. So let's pour her in my glass. Ooh, yeah, extra dark. Yeah, totally correct on that one. You can see why this one's 100 calories and the rest of their beers are like, I believe like 60 and less. amount of malt in this thing is probably insane. So let's give it a sniff. Yeah, just straight malt. It's much lighter of a smell than I was expecting. A lot of carbonation. Looks really pretty, honestly. Yeah, hey, I didn't pour it too shitty this time, which is nice. But yeah, very malty, dark-like. Yeah, just typical. It's still much lighter than I was expecting it to be, but hey, it is not alcoholic beer. Cheers, everyone. Let's give it a taste. Very roast. It's like coffee roast. It's pretty strong. Yeah, malty, like some coffee roast like flavor to it. This thing's freaking fire, dude. Oh. I just snorted fucking non-alcoholic beer, bro. Yeah, this tops my favorite dark non-alcoholic beer, which is Brabus Brewing's Oatmeal Stout. This kicks its ass, pretty bad. Yeah, it's still, I guess the only thing I don't like about it is it's pretty light. It's not like thick. If I want like a stout, or if I want a really dark beer, I want it to be thick. I want to make sure like my stomach is saying, hey, I hate myself afterwards. But yeah, it's pretty elegant and just very roast-like notes to it. It's freaking good. So cheers, everyone. I'm happy I went out on this note with this great brew called All Out from Athletic Brewing. So cheers, everyone. Keep on listening to NA Happy Hour content. Let us know if you have any, questions, comments, you want to see something specific. You know what? We're here to give you guys great content. So cheers and keep time on. Oh, my Lanta.